Hi everybody, my name is Elizabeth Mariscal. I am one of the 3 student census ambassadors, and I am so excited that today I have the opportunity to inform you and to empower you to know what is Census 2020. First, I'm going to define what is census, and secondly, I'm going to go ahead and inform you and analyze how Census 2020 is going to impact you and your community for the next decade. And then lastly, we're going to go ahead and discuss the 3 options there are out there for you to respond to census this year safely and conveniently. Well, to start off, census actually has been around for quite some time. According to 2020 census.gov, census has been around since 1790, and the first census count of the population was conducted by the marshals of the U.S. Judicial District. And they actually just oversaw all the documentation of every living person living in the U.S. And ever since the first census count, it became mandated for our government to count everyone within the U.S. and the 5 U.S. territories once every 10 years. And maybe that's why some people approach census with a little skepticism. And just to put everything into perspective, how important census is, I want to go back to our last census count. Once again, according to 2020 census.gov and our history page, it was noted that at least about 1 million children were not counted in the last census count. And for every person that is not counted, about $16,000 are lost in funding that can be distributed to those who are in need. The census count determines how $675 billion are distributed to over 100 programs and just public services. Okay, so let's go on to how is this going to affect you and the next decade. How is that? Well, have you ever thought about, programs like SNAP or, the free lunches there are out there? How do public schools get their funding? Well, it's crucial that everybody is counted so our government knows how to serve the community. And these programs are not just limited to what census will go ahead and determine how this funding will be distributed. It can range from legal representation, education, healthcare, free public resources, and new businesses rely on this information that is gathered by the census. And this is crucial information that we need to gather. I think that people approach this with skepticism because they feel that their information is not private. And I want to assure everybody that there has been a new law that has been passed that any information that you provide will be protected under Title 13 of the U.S. Code. The information cannot be distributed to any law enforcement agencies, and it cannot be distributed to any third parties. And once again, according to 2020 census.gov, anybody that releases this information will be fined up to $250,000. So we take the public's information that is collected, we take it very seriously. Okay, so in order for you to respond, there are 3 ways that you can respond. First, you can go ahead and either respond by mail, you should receive a mail survey, and you can go ahead and respond and just fill out the survey. It takes about 10 minutes. And then secondly, if you're not somebody who likes to fill out forms, then you can go ahead and call over the phone. Once again, it just takes 10 minutes. You can call. The number is 844-330-2020. And once again, the number is 844-330-2020. And then the most easiest way to respond, for the first time ever in history, Census has put up a response on the official Census webpage. You can respond to 2020 census.gov. Okay, well, I have discussed what is census, and we understand that census is a mandated population count of our entire population within the U.S. and the 5 U.S. territories. And then we understand that this count of everybody determines $675 billion in funding public assistance, health care, and a numerous amount of programs that are out there. And then lastly, we discussed the 3 convenient options that there are out there to respond to Census 2020.